Okay, it says I'm live, so I'm live. So, anyways, got the jack. Turned out it was cheaper than even Eddie and I thought it was, so that's good. Ran into a young man I knew uh, back in the old RC remote control days, back in the '90s. He's all grown and all of that stuff now, and he was checking me out. He looked up my name and he snapped his head around, looked at me, and says, "You don't remember me?" So last time you saw me, I was about 13 years old, and I stopped. Then I saw his name, and oh my God, we used to race remote control. Patrick and him uh, used to race remote control cars together. So, anyways, guys, I'm just doing this little live show as I drive along, headed out there back to rescue Eddie. Hopefully, he's gotten inside the truck, got warmed up, stayed there until I get back out there. It's one of them days, folks. It's one of them days. It's Black Friday, and I think it has more to do with what's actually happening than it has more to do with what's actually happening than the actual shopping day because this has been a Black Friday for Eddie especially. He's trying so hard to get this thing set up, and it's just well, it looks like the clouds are thin a little bit back there. So, but hey, saved him some money on the jack. It turned out it was about $10, $12 cheaper than we both thought it was. So that's a good deal. I'm drinking some coffee. So I'm just riding along, talking, folks, doing what I normally do. But I thought I'd do it live today because I can, and you get to see the town, and you'll get to see. Uh, I know you guys have seen some of this. This is old, or the old Kmart ad. I don't know what they're going to put in there. Man, I miss Kmart. You know, when I was a kid, you had Woolworths, and then they came out with Woolco, and then came out. They had SS Crest, and then they came out with Kmart. You know, and then there was Gibson's, which was always a neat place to go to, and oh, there's a couple others I grew up around. But them old stores that five and dimes, and the good old fashioned department stores just don't exist anymore. I just hearing uh, from this young man that last time I'd seen him, he was running he had opened up a pet store there, and things were going really good until some young punk came in there and decided he needed to earn his gang stripes, and he shot up about six people and killed one guy just so he could make his, he was getting revenge or something. And he did it in the mall. This is back, about 13 years ago. And it pretty well was the end of, it happened right out in front of his store. So it kind of killed his clientele. And no pun intended, that was badly worded. It kind of ruined the traffic, if you know what I mean, because people just didn't want to go there for a while. And nobody went to the mall for the longest time until they knew that it was safe. And by then, the damage was done. He had lost enough revenue that he couldn't. And then Sears left. It was down by the Sears, and they bailed out because by then Sears and Kmart were having a lot of financial problems. And I just found out from him that Dillard's is pulling out. So, man, there's not much left if J.C. Penney's pulls out of there. I don't know what we're going to do for pennies around here. This town has got so much growth, as you can see. This new Walmart shopping center and all this. It's not new. It's been here probably about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years, maybe 8 years now. And they just finished up on the other side over here. Would be on the left-hand side. There's another. It's called the Three Rivers Plaza, and they just finished it up. And they had a Dick's Sporting Goods, and they were in here less than a year. Well, maybe a year at the most. I don't think they made it their first anniversary. They were late in opening, and then it had the school shootings and stuff, and different stuff, and people just started. Dick's decided to be political, and it pretty well killed their business. They were on their way out anyway, so it is what it is. It looks like nobody's watching. That's okay. You guys could get to hear me rattle anyways, and uh, get to see the live stream. But hopefully I'll get this out there. And yeah, it looks like the clouds are starting to break up. That's good because now it looks kind of dark, but that's because I got that window tint right on the top edge, and that's let's see if I can point that down just a little bit. There we go. But this camera does a pretty good job of taking pictures. It doesn't look bad. It's great for live streaming. What I'm doing right now, I seem to be doing okay. Everything's running live, so I got to go out here to the highway and then I'll as soon as I get there and get parked and everything, then I'll shut everything off. But you know, that guy just went zipping on past me like he was in a hurry, but he's not getting anywhere any further than I am because I'm just following the traffic. These guys are rushing along. They might get one car length ahead of me, but that's all they're going to get because they be grandma and grandpa up there, and there's a light up there, and they're just, you guys can see the traffic. There's just no getting around it, so they can rev up their engines and zip in and out, but they aren't going to get there any faster than I am. And they may not make it there before I do because they'll get a ticket or get in a wreck or something stupid. Oh, yeah, look at that. You guys can't see it, but the sun's starting to pop out. It's starting to get sunny out. Boy, that wind's coming out of the south. That's good because it has been kind of nippy today. I don't see how Eddie works out in that cold. I'm sitting here bundled up. I've got my winter coat on, and it's not that cold, but it's just I may have to pull it off here in a little bit because the sun has just popped out and beating in on the driver's side window. So yeah, it's a little bit right at 2 o'clock, I think, or thereabouts, and still nobody watching. That's okay, guys. I understand you got things to do. I started that stream and then shut it off real quick. So, but it says I'm live and 7 minutes and 35 seconds. That's actually about the size of it. I'm just doing this just to kill time and give me something to do. I'll be turning up here. Man, I tell you what, until I saw the video that I put up last night, I didn't realize that our fall colors were still hanging in there. We have some beautiful fall colors, as you can see right now. I mean, we got a lot of, these are all evergreens over here on the side here, so they're not going to turn fall colors. But you can see we got some pretty good fall colors, and the leaves are starting to fall. We haven't had we've had, I think, one hard freeze, so. But the good thing is the wind seems to have shifted out. It's coming out of the south now, I noticed, instead of out, and I'm headed north, so I'll be coming up here pretty soon and to where I've got to go. Hopefully, Eddie's not all bent over there because he's like me. I have to wear suspenders now, but he doesn't have anything to hold up the backside of his britches, so when he's bent over there working on something, let's put it to you this way. He should have been a plumber. You know, that's all I can say. And I know he's a shop foreman. He's been with the same company for years. And but there's one of the Amish restaurants. I've never ate there. But they serve breakfast all day. I may have to stop in there and have a good Amish breakfast with Judy one of these days. So still nobody watching. Well, that's all right, folks. I understand. I'm not really worried about it. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. Hopefully you guys will see this when it goes up. Castle Christmas, yeah. We have a place called the Castle over here, and it's kind of a unique little place. It started out supposed to be a real big tourist thing, and then they were supposed to have a front gate here that looked like you were going in through and they rebuilt it, but they didn't do it quite. He's probably sitting here. Oh, now he's done. He's wouldn't you know it? I get here just in time, and he's done. Well, now he's got a floor jack. Okay, folks, I'm going to shut her off.